What's up, duelists? Long awaited return to the channel. Finally, some small improvements. Your boy is feeling a little bit better. Hopefully, on the right path. Today, I'm playing the long awaited Fonseca plant deck from RBET Los Angeles 2 weekends ago now. And I'm very excited. This is a friend of mine, Jacob Fonseca, from childhood. He entered the RBET with a deck he had never played a single game with, ever. He just picked a bunch of cards that he liked, and he made it all the way to 10th place, which is really impressive in one of the most, I'd say, competitive tournaments ever. So really, really cool. 256 players making all the way to 10th with a sort of brand new take on this plant deck. We've seen similar builds to this like on the channel before, but nothing quite like this before. And the fact that he was able to take down Vayu Turbo after Black Wings, after Frogs, after just all the different meta decks that he ended up facing up against. Turns out his only losses were, I believe, to non-meta decks. I think he lost to Spellcasters yet again, like he did in the team tournament. If you're watching this, Jacob, what the fuck, man? How are you losing to Spellcasters twice? Also, he lost to, I can't remember. It was like in the elimination round, he lost to like Machines or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like some off-meta shit. Anyway, cool looking deck. We'll talk about it in a second. If you guys have a deck that you've never played before and you want to enter and try to top with the same level of swag as Jacob Fonseca, check the description below for RBET Las Vegas and RBET Chicago signups. Those are going to be the big premier events this year. There might be a few more. I'm not saying there won't be any more, but I'm just saying like get in while the going's good. I mean, RBET Las Vegas has insane pricing. You got Yggdrasil mats and you got cash, $3,300 in cash pricing both day one and day two. And Chicago's in one of the most competitive areas for Edison format, and it's also going to have insane pricing as well. We're still workshopping the pricing, but it will be comparable with the other RBETs this year. That one is being hosted by Metaphos, Sackphase, and HT19, as well as myself, so it's going to be a big creator led RBET, and that one's going to be really sick as well. Two completely different vibes, one at Level Up Expo, one being creator focused, and they're going to be awesome events. You don't want to miss them. LA was incredible. I keep getting messages from people, like even now, like weeks later, that were like, yo dude, that was sick. And that makes me feel really happy because we put a lot of work into that event. The team is incredible. The RBET team is incredible, and everyone who works on these events is very passionate and very kind. So it's nice to hear the nice things. All right, let's talk about the deck a little bit. This is a Titanial spam deck, aggro beatdown deck with Botanical Lion, Gravity Rose, a couple Caiuses, a couple Debris Dragons. These are cards that Jacob really likes. Debris Dragon makes Stardust Dragon, which Jacob personally has said he thinks is the best synchro summon in the format, which is bold. I know my personal opinion is that it's Bryonic. I know a lot of people think Goyo Guardian's up there, Dark End Dragon's up there, Black Rose Dragon is up there, but Jacob says that Stardust Dragon is one of the most broken, if not the most broken synchro in the entire format, which is very interesting. When you pair it with Titanial, it's when you start to build these really, really annoying boards. Triple Miracle Fertilizer and Double Lord Poison means once they do break through your Titanial, because the first one usually gets broken, you have a bunch of different ways to bring it back. So that's really interesting. He's foregoing Amaryllis altogether, decided to go with the Discard Traps and Lightning Vortex. 5 main deck ways to discard his 3 copies of Titanial, or stuff like Dandelion. 1 of Copy Plant, I'm not really sure why this is in the deck, but it's here. It's here. Probably could be cut. Honestly, probably could be the last one, but lets you synchro with the Gores token, which is kind of cute, I guess. A couple copies of Creature Swap. I personally hate this card, but he said it worked out really well for him in Swiss. Obviously, not my favorite card. I think it works pretty well into like some decks. Like it's okay against Black Wings. It's okay against like Glads and stuff, but it's pretty mediocre into like Plant Mirror or like against Frogs, depending on the situation. Obviously, if you can like clear your opponent's board of the dupes with like a Debris Nuke and then Creature Swap like a Vanity's Fiend that's left over later on, that's pretty strong, but it's hit or miss for me personally. I'm not exactly certain why this card is in the deck. Anyway, the rest of the deck looks phenomenal. The side deck looks like a lot of the best shit in Edison format. Double Divine Wrath on the side is very interesting. Double Light Mirror, double Dust Tornado. Opting for no Floodgates, but just leaning into the triple Karma Cut as a way to approach the Frog matchup, as well as the Soul Release and the double DD Crow. So I like this list a lot. I'm going to go ahead and hop into a game and try it. If I were to build this myself, I would probably try to cut it down to 40 cards. But like I said, he came to the tournament. Good luck, have fun. He had never played a single game with the deck, and he just took it to the top 8 and like, or top 10, I guess. But if you're like in Edison format in any capacity, that's like the dream, right? That's like the fucking dream, is you take your little homebrew. Okay, we opened Creature Swap. We're gonna see how good it is. You take your little homebrew, your deck that you like think is sweet, and then you pull up to the tournament, and then you crush it, and you do really well, and you make prizing, which is like, that's like about as good as it gets. Oh, by the way, yeah, at RBET's 10th, we pay out to top 16. So unlike an Ultimate Time Wizard, getting 10th place actually does get you a pretty sweet prize, which is cool. So there's a bunch of different ways to approach this. One thing to note, there is a ruling. Botanical Lion, you can't use it with Creature Swap. So like straight up, you cannot activate Creature Swap if the only monster you control is Bot Lion. It sounds pretty bad. Like straight up, it's bad. He sent one in past. I think it's like Sirocco, Icarus maybe. Our discard is Titanial, of course, with the Karma Cut. But we have a couple of -1s, Karma Cut and Creature Swap. I would love if this was a Space Typhoon here, because that would make this so much fucking easier. Yeah, as it stands right now, this hand is pretty bad. We can apply pressure with Bot Lion, and then we Karma Cut a Sirocco summon, and then he Icarus attacks us 3 for 2. Which sounds as bad as it is. We could also set Debris Dragon and hope to pivot into Caius, but I think I much prefer set Bot Lion, pivot into Caius. Set Karma Cut as well. This way, if his play is just like summon Sirocco attack, we may let him go to the damage step to collude over us. And if he's playing Vayu Turbo, maybe he's wanted to wait to like set a Raikou until we have something in play. I didn't want to lose out to Bottomless here. Our hand is like all normal summons, so... Okay, now our hand is insane. It's got to be flip Bot Lion to bait. Yep, there's the Bottomless. Okay. So we've now baited the Bottomless. I'm going to go Lone Fire into Titanial. Is it possible he's on Gores? Very likely. We could also go Lone Fire into Dandelion with this hand. I actually kind of like that more. Yeah, it works a little better with our hand, actually, I think. So let's attack with Lone Fire first. I think a lot of people would take this as an opportunity to get Titanium in play. We just lose out to so much shit, you know? We lose out to so much shit if there's like a... How do you say it? If there's like a brain control or something like that. We have to... It's like... I'd rather get the token advantage going. Because I think if we can get a free Caius or a free creature swap, then... Or like a Stardust Dragon in play, our whole game changes. Whereas I think like... Yeah, see, something like this is pretty good for us. Because we can go Dandy 1, Caius 2, target the back row. What the fuck is he playing? Okay. Is it using Caius to break? Yeah, it's using Caius to break. I think the new back row might be Deep Prison. Or like Icarus or something like that. There we go, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking Deep Prison because he would think maybe that we would attack with the Dandelion. I'm still thinking maybe Gores, but we have Lightning Vortex now, so it's kind of fine. Yeah, there's the Gores. So, we do have to go -1 here, which sucks. Does it suck? Do we have to go -1? How do we want to approach this? We could creature swap first, and then discard the titanium, and then we'd have to discard the debris to the karma cut to make a play. Alternatively, we could keep the debris and discard the creature swap to the karma cut. But then we don't really get the value out of the tokens that I would like. I have to clear these. There's just no other way to play this hand. I have to clear these. Man. Value banished. Gorge drop. This looks like value turbo. Deep Prison bottomless. So against value turbo, it's better to hold the creature swap, because his way to break through this might be like set Raikou or something like that. Okay. Yeah, sorry. This is very difficult to think. I haven't played in like a week because I've been recovering. I have like, I guess, nerve damage. How do you say it? Yeah, here's Dark Grepher, that's fine. He might be setting up for Dark Armed. We have Karma Cut for Dark Armed, but it's still going to be pretty backbreaking. I lost my train of thought. It's... Oh, he's got main deck Lightning Vortex. And main deck Deck Dev. Interesting. I wonder... I'm pretty happy about that, honestly. Because that means I'm not getting Deck Devs. And... yeah, I don't really understand that all that much. Couple of options. Summon Debris, run into Oppression. That's fine. Wouldn't mind that. Alright, let's try it. He thinks his back row's better than Deck Dev, which by all means it could be. Does he have Ancient Fairy? Please have it. He does. Okay. We don't want to make Ancient Fairy though, because... Or do we? It's real ugly, man. So he thought whatever his back row is better than... We don't want to leave Grepher in play. So we either have to attack it or creature swap. Which is unfortunate. That's very unlucky. We drew too many -1s. Dude, this creature swap is really bad. I don't know if that... Shit, man. I'd say we could creature swap him the Gravity Rose and it'd die, but he'd get the effect in the standby, so that's really awkward. I don't want to burn my Black Rose, I may need it, but there's only one debris left in the deck, so we'll make Black Rose. Yeah, and we're forced to attack, so let's try it. So he kept Mirror Force over Deck Devastation Virus because he was scared of my back row hitting his Armed Wing on the summon. Interesting choice. We can creature swap away the Dark Grepher now. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But we may have to do it because I don't like the way this is boiling down. If he has another pitch, it's really fucking annoying. And it's very likely he has another pitch because he didn't play his last card. So I think we have to creature swap and take his Grepher. Maybe should have done that in phase 1, so the Grepher leaves the field, but that's fine. At least we have the Grepher in play. We have the Karma Cut. He can go for the Armed Wing follow-up. Yeah, this is just really bad. Our -1s all traded down bad this game. So, yeah, pretty unlucky. We didn't have Gravity Rose or Lone Fire in the starting hand. We also didn't have Dandelion in the starting hand. So, it's possible I should have just gone for Titanial, or I shouldn't have played into the Gores so obviously. But I had the Vortex for the Gores, and I was thinking, like, as long as his follow-up is, like, Raikou, we should be okay. But he's drawn none of the Raikou cards, and he's drawn all of the actually good cards in his deck, so he's complicating the situation for us. letting this Greffer die is probably, I mean, it's not really doing anything for us. So like even keeping it around, it just doesn't make any sense. I'd rather keep my Karma Cut. This Karma Cut is doing nothing, by the way, because we would just not have the resources. Pot of Avarice here would be great. I'm going to draw the other Debris Dragon and wish I had Black Rose still. I should have gone for Ancient Fairy. That was really stupid. Oh my god. What a terrible draw. At least it can be pitched to Karma Cut. I mean, this is like the type of stuff, like, if you had tested this style of deck, like, in any capacity. Okay, Necrogarnet's fine. That doesn't really matter. That's kind of a -1 from the opponent. We do lose our token, which sucks, but I'll go ahead and use the... no, I'll just take 23 here. I don't really care. Okay. Plant. Are you fucking for real? Okay. Yeah, this is not good. Foolish only sends Dandy at this point, so it really doesn't do anything. Besides get us a few tokens. It's possible I should have just sent him, but then Necrogarnet just eats it for free, and it incentivizes him to summon more, which I don't want him to do. Okay, he's going to attack there. We're going to go with Karma Cut, pitching the Foolish Burial, targeting the Blackwing Armed Wing. Hopefully he attacks with Necrogarnet, and then we'll be able to send the Dandy off the Gravity Rose and standby. I hope he does. Very nice. Beautiful. So this is kind of working out perfectly. Maybe even our Dust Shoot will be live. Unlikely. He's going to play another card here. There's no way he doesn't. Oh, he's going to try to kill it. Okay, that's fine. Summon Plague, maybe? Sack 3? You have no tuner. Yeah, that's not a legal play. What? Yeah, I mean, it does kill the Gravity Rose, so this does suck very much for us. Okay, there you go. He summons Gale. Okay. Well, we burned Brain and Gale off of our set Gravity Rose play, but we have this useless trap Dust Shoot. Miracle Fertilizer doesn't get us out of this. I think we lose. That's tough. It's possible he's sandbagging Heavy Storm too. I'm gonna keep Dust Shoot in hand because we still have 3 more discard traps that we may want. I hope he summons another monster here. That'd be so good. All right, fine. Mirror Force was a great top deck. I really don't love being in a top deck war with this deck because they have like Burial and Dad. But of course, you do Burial. That's really funny. That's really funny, actually. I think that's personally really funny. He can draw his 1 of Burial, but I can't draw my 3 of Miracle Fertilizer. I did top deck the Mirror Force though, to be fair. I'd say our draw this game has been very bad. I don't know how to say it in a way that's like more polite. Let's see. No reason to set the Dust Shoot, no reason to set the bot line. I'll just die to a top deck. I don't really even care. I don't even care at this point. I'm surprised he kept the Mirror Force over the deck dev. I guess he was like scared of like whatever the fuck that shit was. I turned too late. Alright. Sick, man. Sick memes. Alright, I hate Creature Swap so much it's unreal. But I'm gonna leave it in because Jacob said leave it in. I'm gonna cut one. Card is really bad. It is truly really, really bad. You saw how bad it was that game. It was never actionable. It never did anything. Dust Tornado is pretty good in this matchup. DD Crow is pretty good in this matchup as well. Yeah, we've got a lot of options. I actually don't think Trap Stun is like insane in this matchup. They don't have a lot of like -1 traps except deck dev, which can be annoying. I think we should side around deck dev. I'm definitely going to cut this copy plant. I don't know why this is even in the deck. I do like Gravity Rose and bot line in this matchup, weirdly, although they significantly underperformed that game. I think Gores is very good in this matchup. Some cards I think that are a little bit shittier are like specifically Mirror Force is like not that good. Obviously it saved us that game, but like they have to make pretty specific play patterns to play into it. It's better to have chainables. I actually don't think Trap Stun is insane in this matchup, but we are going first. But I am bringing in a lot of spell and trap hate with the 2 Dust Tornadoes, so I'm going to cut a Trap Stun. Dust Tornado's chainable into Raikou if he's playing it. I don't even know if he's playing it because I saw Lightning Vortex and Dark Refer, but we didn't even see any Light Swarm cards. So that's pretty annoying. Going first, we don't really want the Cyber Dragons. Lightning Vortex, whatever. Light Mirror, once again, we didn't see any Raikous or anything. Soul Release has merits. It's okay. I think I'm down to go with this. We have 10 targets for DDB. That's pretty ugly. Whatever. Let's run it back. I may feel a little dejected after that game because that's where we're at mentally and emotionally and physically, honestly. Your boy's been suffering. It may not sound like it in this video, but it's been a hell of a week, man. Opening hand, once again, is quite mid, but this time we at least have a payoff. So we take those. Once again, just a little T-set, pass the turn. Next turn we can run double Lion into a sweeper, which would be awesome. Set monster. So there's the Raikou, now that we don't have the hand to play through it. Decides to set double back row. Alright, flip the bot line, I guess. We're going to have to play through this somehow. Oh, on summon. Flip summon. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, battle phase attack. Raikou, pop the bot line. I'm super happy about that. That actually works out really well for us. He mills 2 darks. That's fine. Alright. We can now set the Lord Poison to the bot line. I do like setting Lord Poison later when we have Titanium in play. I think this is closer to a Miracle Fertilizer than a bot lion. So yeah, we'll just pass. Karma Cut will be able to discard the Titanium upon his play here, and yeah, there's the Light Sworn stuff. So this game, when we don't have the creature swap, he has the Light Sworn stuff. Hopefully that was his last Raikou. Nope, never lucky. But he did mill Burial, so that's pretty cool. Don't have to deal with that bullshit this game. Normally our deck is pretty good into Burial, but this game, it's not looking like it. I'm mill last target. Brutal. Yeah, so okay, deserved, honestly. Deserved and punished and deserved. So he sided it out. Yeah, he must have sided it out. I mean, you would side it out versus plants. I don't know why you would leave it in, so it makes sense to side out the third Raikou. He's just going to pass. Beautiful. Oh, third bot lion. It's fucking over. 1900. Bottomless. Okay. Summon the other one. 1900. Attacks. Cool. Pass. Oh my gosh. He's in the lion's den, bro. He's in the lion's den. Oh my gosh. This is so nasty. Just keeps getting better. Beat down. Awesome. Well, a little scared of Heavy Storm, so we'll hold the Phoenix Wing. He can brain control Lord Poison though, so that's something. Maybe it was not worth the 1500. Dust Tornado. Okay, that's fine. Don't want to chain it for no reason. Now what's the play? That doesn't do anything. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Pitch value. Yep. This doesn't get him to 3 darks unless he crashes the grapher. Which, if he crashes the grapher, losing the trap stun complicates things. He's not going to crash the grapher. Honestly, this leaves him the line to crash the grapher into dad. If he has another back row, he would have said it last turn unless he drew it this turn. So he has at most 1 more back row. I think we let this die. Yeah, I think we let this die. He didn't attack the Lord Poison. That's crazy. I would have attacked it if I was him. Caius. Deck Devastation Virus. Okay, that doesn't really hit much. So that's 1 out of 3. Yeah, we should be good here. We just cut the grapher, then attack for game. Unless he has crow. He sided in crows, so yep. Sick. Always feels good to win against deck dev. I'll say that much. The trap stun didn't seem too bad. Going second, I do like Cyber Dragon a little bit more. It's a hard matchup. I'm sure Jacob would know what to say. I'm surprised he didn't go after the back row with the Raikou. I feel like you can clear a 1900 monster pretty easily. But maybe he just was under too much pressure. I think Cyber Dragon has a little bit more value than Debris Dragon. Going second. I think Trapstone. I would like to have Trapstone then. I know it's like silly, but I want to side out a Lord Poison. He's so powerful. And the last target is so fucking tilting. Facts. Lord Poison is so strong late game because it becomes Titanial, but we have a lot of ways to do that. And I don't want deck dev targets in because it's clear he's still on deck dev here. It's a tough matchup. I'm not sure exactly how to side here. I feel like a Shadow Mirror would be really nice if we had it. Instead of a Light Mirror. Or like a Consecrated Light or something like that. This hand's okay. It's like not bad. Some chainables to set into Raikou. We could turbo out Caius here. I think that's pretty good. His deck can sometimes struggle to deal with Caius. So, yeah, we're just going to do that. He'll take 1,000. If he has Gorse, he can drop it on the burn damage. So, he doesn't have it. Set value turn 1. His hand must be bad. Either that or he's like trying to set up sack for Caius himself. Armageddon, send Sirocco maybe. Armageddon Knight, send Plague. He's probably has Heavy Storm. Deep Prison is the best high impact. I think Karma Cut is our worst card. That still interrupts, so we'll set Karma Cut. I'd rather have like Deep Prison Dust Tornado after like a potential Heavy Storm this turn than like Karma Cut. Special Gale here is annoying. Yeah, Special Gale here is really annoying. What are we discarding with Karma Cut? If he has Gale in hand, that means he's going to out the Caius next turn unless we have Deep Prison. So we keep Deep Prison for sure. Probably... Or do we let him Synchro and then cut the Synchro? And force the Gale now. Let's force the Gale now. Let's force the Gale now. Okay. Lightning Vortex. Pitching Plague. Oh, I'm pretty happy about that, actually. That's better for us. Yeah, I don't need to. That's fine. I can just set Debris to wall this. That could be deck dev. A little bit annoying, but... He set a card now. I feel a lot more confident setting my back row. Just passing. Plus now Death Shoot is dead, which is really nice. If he left that in, I don't know if he'd leave that in. Seems like a top deck mirror match. If he flips his set Heavy Storm, he got me good. But what can you do? Sets potentially Raikou. And stack for Plague. I think I cut the Sirocco here. Yeah. Because I don't want to get Black Rosed. And I think his set is another value. If he has Solemn Judgment here, then he gets us pretty good. I should have dusted it if it was Solemn. Yeah, Dust maybe phase 1 plays around Solemn. I just... Oh, it's really stupid. Chain Trapstone. Sure. That's fine. That doesn't matter too much. He might just make a... Is he going to blow up the field? I guess it set his value. Yeah, he blows up the field. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I should have thought of that. That was really stupid. I should have held Deep Prison there. That was really stupid. Yeah. Ugly game this has been. Ugly game. I've been playing like a fucking moron. That's pretty good. I'm surprised he didn't return both value. I would have returned both value there. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This is not very... I top Lone Fire. I guess he can stack for Plague and then make... Yeah, Mirror Force would be my only out here, and he can make Stardust to play through it next turn. So I lose this game. Yeah, GG's. 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 Well played, well played. Well played, well played. Okay, so my first thought on the deck is... Maybe I shouldn't have played into Black Rose there. But... Yeah, the Trapstone got us pretty good. There was nothing I could do about that Trapstone. My hand was just like... Mono, lose to Trapstone. I could have maybe just like attacked with the Cyber Dragon, sandbag the Caius, maybe set the Debris Dragon, and then that could have been another way to approach that game. There were a lot of different ways to approach that game. Tough one. Tough one for sure. What do I think of the deck? I think the deck is like not very good. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's... I think Jacob is a really good player. He is like known for going to YCSs or Shonens or whatever, and then just playing a bunch of money matches and then coming back with more than the winner of the Shonen or the YCS. So that's like kind of what he's known for. So he's a really good player. And maybe he would have predicted the Black Rose there or something like that. But I think that I don't like creature swap. I think it's quite bad. I don't like the discard traps into trap stun. Specifically, you saw how terrible it was there. Maybe I'm supposed to let him Black Rose me and then use brain control to break. But brain control doesn't break unless he has specifically burial. So it's like, am I supposed to play around a one of multiple games in a row? I don't know. None of the games did we open Lone Fire, which felt pretty bad. And I think that going down to 40 cards, like just cutting some of this dog shit and like going down to 40 cards or even less, maybe playing upstarts just so you see Lone Fire more often. Because we weren't really summoning Titanial as much as a deck with 3 Titanial should be summoning Titanial. It just wasn't happening. I never summoned a Gravirose. Yeah, most of the games I was just breaking on fucking Debris Dragon Kaias, which is like the quick draw special, but I didn't even have the late game top deck of Avarice to like make that work. So, yeah. I think it's close. I think the idea is definitely there. It probably helps when your opponent doesn't know what you're playing. I'm pretty sure my opponent knew what I was playing. And it definitely helps when they think like, oh, you're on Amaryllis, I'm going to side in a bunch of like DD Crows and shit. But even then, like DD Crow's pretty good against Miracle Fertilizer or like Lord Poison Crash or whatever. And it's pretty good against Debris Dragon. So it's not like you've made the deck more resilient to the hate that way. Yeah, I think this sideboard is pretty trash. I think I would definitely want a Shadow Mirror. I think this card is pretty important. I don't know when we're ever siding in extra discard trap. Like we already have fucking 7 ways to discard. I don't know when we need the extra ones. Divine Wrath is maybe better against frogs than Phoenix Wing or something like that, but Divine Wrath is just not that good of a card. Like it's just hard -1. I'd probably go with Shadow Mirror over that. Personally, just to like free roll or like 1 Shadow Mirror, 1 Consecrated. But it looks like they were siding the viruses, so Shadow Mirror makes a little bit more sense. Divine Wrath can stop like obviously like damage step tricks like Gores and stuff, but we were never in an offensive position despite having a lot of offensive cards. And yeah, I didn't love that. I actually think that the deck needs more offensive cards. I think it just needed more ways to start attacking. If I'm going to be discarding shit as much as I'm discarding shit, I want 3 Lord Poison. I want 3 Gravirose. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see these cards in my opening hand. I wasn't seeing them in my opening hand. I don't think you want Copy Plant in this deck. I don't see a turn where you're ever going for Copy Plant over a Titanial. Copy Plant isn't going to get you where you want to go, really. If anything, I'd rather play Plague than Copy Plant if we're going for generic synchros. But yeah, I'm much more a fan of just like maxing our Titanial spam nonsense. And yeah. So congratulations to Jacob. And if you guys have a brew that you want me to talk shit on in a video later on, come to RBET Vegas or RBET Chicago, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.